and welcome to STSC Transitions to College Success. My name is Cherie Lopez, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. So this video, it's going to apply to both of my online classes. So that's whether you're in STSC 0111 86000 or STSC 0111 86002. So here's a couple of updates regarding what's going on with what's going to be going on with classes. We don't know a whole lot of information since we're just not going back to work tomorrow ourselves, but I'll share with you what I know as of right now. And what I'll do is I'll provide you all with an update throughout the week as far as how we're going to proceed with the course. So again, this applies to our class that was technically supposed to start tomorrow, Monday, March 16th, 2020, and end on Wednesday, May 6th, 2020. If you've checked the TCC website, I'll show you where to check that. You'll see that spring break has been extended for an additional week, meaning we will officially start classes on Monday, March 23rd. So 1 week from tomorrow instead of tomorrow. Now, what I will do is I'll start going on ahead and releasing some of the stuff for you so that way you can go ahead and get a head start, especially if you're working in a place that is going to have you guys work from home or that's going to be shut down while we get a handle on the current health situation that's going on. And then what we'll do is, as I get some additional updates, I will be sure to relay that information to you. Again, we've been off the entire week, so the information I'm familiar with as of right now is pretty much what you know, but I'm hoping that we get debriefed over the next day or two. All right? So what I did want to do is formally welcome you all to class. I know some of you were here back in January, and for some of you, this might be your first semester. And, I just wanted to be the first one to welcome you to Tarrant County College. What you're going to also see is if you're taking face-to-face classes, which in most cases, some of you guys should be taking at least a math, reading, or writing course that is in person. Because typically when you take this course, that means you need a little bit of a touch-up in one or more of those three subject areas. And if it is a developmental or a refresher class, then we typically hold those classes face-to-face. And once you get to the college level courses, then you have that option to do face-to-face, fully online, or a combination of both. So if you do need to come by and actually visit me in person, you are welcome to do that. I am actually officed at Tarrant County College South Campus in Fort Worth. So that is the location that's in Southeast Fort Worth. I am a full-time employee there, so I'm actually there Monday through Friday. And then over the summer, our hours change, but during our class, I will be there Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday, I typically work 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Fridays, I'm typically in the office 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., but we have staff meetings first thing in the morning, so I'm typically not available until after 10. So just keep in mind, if you need to stop by, you're more than welcome to come by the office. It's just the earliest appointment times I'm typically going to have will be 10 in the morning. Okay? So what I do for TCC, in addition to teaching your class, is I am the College Readiness Academic Advisor for the South Campus. So what I do is I work directly with the students that have placed into those developmental or refresher Math 0090 classes, integrated reading and writing, that's INRW 0090 classes. And my job is to work with them to get them up to that high school and eventually onto that college level. I also get the students that have come out of our high school equivalency program. So I don't teach it anymore. I used to teach it. But now what I do is I get the students after they have completed that program. And then I'm also the primary contact for our English as a Second Language program, that's ESL. So that's daily English or workplace English for our students that have just moved to the United States and are looking to improve their reading, writing, and speaking skills with the English language. I am the primary advising contact for our ESOL program. So similar mission, it's the academic track. So it runs parallel to integrated reading and writing. So if English is not your first language, it's your second, third, fourth, or beyond language, instead of taking integrated reading and writing, then you can opt to take ESOL, which is English for Speakers of Other Languages. We'll test you into the program, we'll place you in, and ultimately those classes are going to push you up into English Composition 1. Or if it was just the reading that you need to touch up on, then that's going to open the door for you to be able to take your reading heavy courses such as history, government, psychology, sociology, things of that nature. And just keep in mind, for your upper level sciences such as anatomy and physiology, we have to have you what is called TSI MET, which means you have to be at college level in math, reading, and writing to start those particular courses. All right. So that's what I typically do during the week. Also coming soon, probably toward the end of this year, beginning of next year, is we are expanding our international admissions arena. So I'm going to be the primary contact for our students that are here on student visas, as well at the South Campus in Fort Worth. I also teach this class in person for South Campus. I teach it for Southeast Campus in Arlington, and I'm also an English as a second language instructor. So I work for half of the TCCs by myself, which is going to get really interesting since I'm in my second trimester of my pregnancy, 4 months along, due in August. So don't worry, I will be here the whole time for your class, okay? And if you need help with registration, I will have plenty of time to help you with that. Summer registration and Maymester registration starts on March 30th. And then those of y'all that are brand new, when you're ready to register for fall, that's your August classes, that registration is going to be the week of April 27th. So that is before our class ends. So I will be sure to post a video about how to go about registering for courses and troubleshooting that information if you need assistance with that. Sounds good? Okay, so what I wanted to do is I did want to show you guys some of the information that you're going to need to prepare for the course. So like, what is the textbook? How do I find out what it is? How much does it cost? Can I use an electronic version? That type of nature, that type of stuff. And where our course information is going to be. Now I do have to update a few things. I didn't post everything in advance because I always have somebody that goes in there before the class actually starts and they start clicking around and they'll open their quizzes and then they're like, "Miss, I got a 10 on my quiz." I'm like, "How'd you get a 10? And what they did is they opened it before class actually started and they got like one question right. So that's why all of the stuff is not open yet. I want to make sure you have access to the lectures or PowerPoints and all that other information before you start going around and clicking buttons. And I will give you the all clear once I have everything ready. Because once you do that, you can't delete anything. I just don't want you to go in there too early and then I have to go in there and go reset 60 plus different accounts. All right. So for our class, what you will need in our face-to-face classes, our in-person classes also use this textbook as well. So this is our book. Oops, sorry, I'm looking at my light. So it is called A Pocket Guide to College Success. It's the second edition. And then that is the author. To know that you have the correct edition, you can view the ISBN number. So you see that number above the barcode that starts with 978. That's going to give you the information that you need to purchase the textbook. And again, it's the second edition. You do need this version of it because for the activities I'm going to have you guys do, they don't follow along with the first edition of the book. I've had people try it, but I don't know, the authors had a funny sense of humor, I guess, and they changed all the chapters around. So it's the same number of chapters, but they're in different places. It's weird. I don't know. Also, what you'll probably want is something to write on, such as a spiral notebook like this one. This is backwards. I would say something to write with. Highlighter, help you take notes. I would also probably get a couple note cards. Right here in my face-to-face classes, we use them for a couple of different activities, and then also on the exams they would use them for notes and things like that. You can make flashcards and stuff like that on there. So I would go ahead and order a set of those. Instead of going to the store, order them. You know, we want to practice our social distancing. And then you probably will need a folder, some sort of folder that has pockets. Okay. And if it looks like you're gonna have a lot of information, probably a binder too. This right here is a 1-inch binder. I've had forever and a day. And it has pockets on the inside. So that's probably something that would be helpful to store different types of handouts and stuff. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably scan and PDF a couple of documents and send them to you, especially stuff that has to do with registration. That's gonna be really, really important coming up for summer school and Maymester. And I would say by the end of this month, we should be able to see the fall schedule. It typically goes up about a month in advance. So it's coming quick. I think like within a few days after class officially starts, it will be up. Okay. So let me show you all how I pulled your book information. Also, we are part of TCC Plus, so you do not have to purchase the hard copy book. Some people prefer something that they can hold on to. Other people like something that's electronic, but they can read on their phone, their laptop, or their tablet, whatever mobile device they have, and that's fine too. It's just going to be a matter of preference. When I was going through my master's program, I had copies of both because when I was studying for tests, I liked the hard copy. If I was traveling out of town, then I liked having the electronic version of the books, because then that way I didn't have to carry these like giant business books with me out of town. So to me, it was beneficial to have both. All right, so let's take a look at what we need. Okay, so now you can see the background of my computer, my laptop here. Okay, so how you find your course information. So what I did is I went into WebAdvisor, and that's wa.tccd.edu, and I'm already logged in. If this is your first time logging in to WebAdvisor, then the password is going to be the username is going to be capital T, 2 lowercase c's. I think it's your, hang on, I forgot. I can't believe I blanked out. I've done this a million times. There it is. Capital T, 2 lowercase c's. This is going to be your 7-digit colleague ID number. And then this right here represents your birthday. 2-digit month, 2-digit day, 2-digit year. Okay, so that's your initial default password. Your username is going to be your entire TCC email. So that's your first name, period, last name. If you have a common name, you're going to have numbers after it. Include the numbers, the @ symbol, my, the .tccd.edu, and that will get you in. Okay, takes you into the student menu, and then if you'd like to opt in to the electronic version of the textbook. So again, it is included in the price of the course. You don't have to go and pay for it separately. Then click on TCC Plus Digital Materials, opting in and out. So what they did is they bundled the price of the course. So in our case, if you live in Tarrant County, then the class is going to be $64. They bundled the price of the course with it. But if you want to purchase it separately, then that's fine as well. Our bookstore information is going to be here, which in my case, I am not registered. So I have to go. to the bookstore. Click on bookstores. There is going to be a hyperlink in here for textbooks. It's going to open up another page. You select campus. We are actually spring. You put the first 4 letters of our class, which is STSC 0111. There's only one course by that name. And then you're gonna put which class you are. So whether you're 86000 or 86002, you'll select that. And then you'll see if it requires any textbooks or anything like that. Okay? Depending on what they have on there. So that's how you would find the books for all of your classes. And that applies for summer, May semester, spring as well. So close that. Also, since I need to change a couple of things around on the syllabus, that is going to be found in my TCC, the My TCC portal. It's also going to be under here under my class schedule and attendance. Then what you'll do is you'll select the term, which will say 2020 spring. And then when you see the course, there's going to be a blue hyperlink on the name of the course. You click on that and you should be able to view the instructor course requirements for each class. Okay. So where we go from my TCC, oops, that's the email, sorry. My TCC portal. So anytime you hear my TCC and you hear Blackboard, it is the same thing, okay? And then what you'll do is you'll scroll down. Your courses will populate. So there's the first one right here. And then what you'll do is you'll be able to find the information that pertains to that particular class. So again, I will put in some additional information in here. I'm gonna put a copy of the syllabus or the instructor course requirements here. I'm gonna put all your due dates in, all that good stuff. I just didn't want to post it too early and you guys start going in there before I had a chance to actually go over the information with you. Okay, but everything's going to be on this side of the page. If for some reason, especially if you're on a mobile device and you can't see it, you see how there is a menu that collapses. Sometimes you're going to see this. So what you have to do is you're going to have to hover over the side of the screen. In my case, it's the left side of the screen. If you're on a mobile device such as your phone, this will be kind of a blue-greenish color, kind of turquoise-ish. Touch that or click that and it will expand the menu back over where you can access the different folders. So what I'll do is I'm going to have your material in different folders and it will be labeled by the due date. So typically, instead of having stuff due every single week, I normally do like 4 due dates, and then the midterm and the final will have their own dates. And I typically release everything for the course within the first week, meaning you're allowed to work ahead. I just cannot release the exams, like your midterm and your final exam, early. Everything else is fair game. And I have had people finish all the other assignments, like all 15 chapters worth of material, in a week. That has happened. And you want to work that fast? Go right ahead, you can. Alrighty. So that's how we get in here. Also, lastly, what I wanted to show you really quick is on our homepage, www.tccd.edu. Then this is where we have those official announcements up at the very top where they're talking about extending spring break. If you click on the blue hyperlink, it's going to give you the instructions. So again, this is where I got my information. So you see, I go back to work tomorrow. But let's see, then we're closed next weekend. And then as soon as we get the official communication about what is going on with the classes, then what I'll do is I will send out an email and post a second video that goes with it and walk you through what all the folders are, how to turn everything in, all that good stuff. All right. So I think that's the gist of what you need. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so the only other thing I can think of is just to let you know, with this being a fully online course, is just a few observations that I've kind of gone through with my in-person classes. So number one, when you're completing your assignments, I strongly recommend that you use a desktop computer or a traditional laptop, such as a Dell, Asus, something like that, because I've noticed that the mobile devices aren't fully compatible with all of the assignments. I think they're getting to that point, but for our quizzes in particular, they lock up. So I've had people where they'll go in there, they'll access an assignment and it freezes on them and it boots them out after 30 seconds. And that's typically if they're trying to do their assignments on their phone. The tablets like the iPads tend to glitch. And for some reason, the Google Chromebooks glitch a lot too. Also, if you are using any Apple products, so if you have a MacBook, then just don't forget, if you're using a document that is in Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint and you're making changes to it, don't forget to export the file back to Word, because otherwise I can see that you turned it in, but I cannot open it. All of our on-campus computers are PC, they use PC operating systems, so I can see the document, but I won't be able to actually open it. Now, I will tell you if I can't open it, but I do have colleagues that will say if I can't open it, then they either don't count it on time or they don't count it at all. So we want to make sure that we navigate around converting those documents properly. You do have access to Microsoft Office for free. As a TCC student, we've already put the bill for you. And then you can also use Google Docs as well. Google Docs is fine too. All right. So other than that, that's all I've got for now. So like I said, just stay tuned. Check your email over the next day or two. Hopefully I will have some additional answers for you as far as what we need to do going forward. But again, I'm looking forward to having you all in class. And if you need anything, please give me a shout via email. Email's preferred versus calling my office phone, because I work at TCC, but I'm not in my office all day. But if you email me, that is synced with my personal laptop. That's this computer right here. And it is also synced with my personal cell phone. So if you email me, I'm gonna get it right away. All right, so talk to you guys soon. Y'all be safe, and we will see y'all in the next video. Take care.